Hey there and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video we're going to be talking about Cosmos. Atom, ATOM. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go down below and tap that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And while you're down there, you can hit the like button as well. Also got some affiliate links in the description. If you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do so. Just sign up for one of those affiliate links, and you'll get a bonus, and I'll get a bonus. So we both win. Okay, I'm going to start us off here with Atom, which has had a really good move to the upside recently. Had a bit of a retracement, which, I was expecting. And it looks like we possibly could be getting another move here shortly. Now, Atom in this next bull run, whenever that ever happens, I do believe that Atom is going to be one of the big movers. I've got lots of faith in this project, and yeah, I see it doing really well. But let me zoom out here on the 4 hour. So Atom had been just climbing this trend line here, and we finally broke below it. Let me get rid of this Fibonacci here, just to clean up the chart. So we finally broke below it, but then we had a nice move back back up above it. Now what this is doing is we had a resistance line right here that we had resistance, then we got squeezed in between that trend line and the resistance, and we finally have a couple of 4 hour candles closing above it. I guess you could have said that this was kind of a falling wedge as well that it was putting in right here. And we're getting the breakout right now as we speak. The other thing that I see with Atom that it could possibly be forming is a inverse head and shoulders here. And so, if the inverse head and here's your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder. But that still needs to break out and retest, so that hasn't confirmed yet. But it will confirm if this falling wedge is confirmed. Now, the price target of this falling wedge is going to bring us all the way back up to the top of the falling wedge here, which is roughly around $16.60. So, I mean, that's a pretty decent move from where we're at right now. That's roughly, a 26% move. So if you're looking to make a trade, I mean, right now might be a decent time. We had this resistance line coming. We broke above it. We retested. And, I mean, we're still hanging out in here. If this head and shoulders plays out, let's just see where that price target would take us. I mean, that would get us out of there and bring us right into this cluster of stuff right here and previous resistance back over here. Right over here, or support, and then resistance right here. So that'd bring us back up to the resistance line, at least, if that inverse head and shoulders played out. And then if we can continue on and get back up to the $16.60 level as well. But what I'd really like to see is to obviously break above that, and then we can start using some Fibonacci's to kind of place where we think the targets are going to be. But let's just do a quick Fibonacci and just give us a quick possible price target. Actually, my lines line up with the 618 too right there, so that would actually, in my opinion, be the price target, is right around that 618. But let's go ahead and throw the 1618 and the 1272. So the first two targets I'd be looking at, if we did get a nice breakout here, would be roughly the $18.60 level, and then if we can get a really bullish move to get up to $21 again, which that would actually bring us right back. If we got into that $21 range, that brings us right back into previous support over here, which, that's actually a really good price target, because if we can get back up to that previous support, and it'll probably get rejected there, we'll have to come back down and probably play around underneath that support for a while, but eventually then we can break above it and continue our move to the upside. And I am curious, if we go to a weekly time frame, this is not the best chart to be using because it doesn't have good history on here, but we can kind of pull a Fibonacci from this level to this level. And yeah, that would bring us back to the 786. So right around that $20 to $21 area is a key level that Atom needs to get above. So, because otherwise it's just, coming up, and it's just a correction, and we can continue on to the downside. So there's lots of resistance there, not only from previous support, but also resistance from the 786 retracement line. And that's our key level, is to get above the $20 to $21 area. But in the short term, back down to the 4-hour level here. Oops. Let's get rid of this Fibonacci again. Got them everywhere. Okay, so yeah, just in the short term, we're looking to see a big move here. If we can get above the 200 EMA, that's a good sign that we get above the 200. Retest it a couple times, and then keep moving to the upside, and then get up to our first price target of around $14 and maybe $15, and then continue to move on from there. But that's kind of, oh, and also on the RSI, it's looking pretty good too on the 4 hours. So we broke back above, we're retesting, and we're above the 50 line on the RSI. So pay attention to that as well. If we fall below the 50 and we get rejected off the moving average, that's not a good sign. So looking at the RSI, the volume, though, could get a little bit higher. I'd really like to see that as well. So we did have this breakout, but the volume is pretty weak on this breakout. So pay attention to that, too. I'd rather see some of these kind of candles over here on our volume breakout here. But, you know, we're just breaking out right now. We could see that volume coming in on the next, let's see. Oh, we just started a new 4-hour candle 8 minutes ago. So hopefully this candle will get some volume behind it, or you know, this one or the next one at least. But that's kind of what I got for Atom. Just a quick update. Actually, that 200 is lining up perfectly with the 100 as well. So that's going to be some pretty strong resistance right here, I think. You got a 200 EMA and a 100 EMA. And you're lining up perfectly with all this previous cluster of support going to be turned resistant. So if we do make it up to this level right here, around the $13 to $14 range, not 13, but the 13.58, 13.5 cent basically. No, I'd say maybe 13 and 13.35, somewhere around there. It's going to be pretty tough resistance. So expect a fight with the bulls and bears right in this area right here. Maybe we even dance sideways like this for a little bit. And I mean, if we did that, we could possibly be forming a wedge here, and then get a breakout at the end of this wedge. Anyway, that's what I got for Adam. Just a quick update. If you like what you saw here, please subscribe to the channel. And just remember, I'm not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.